I'm out of state with a price that's triple. Cop it for 2, then I flip it for a nickel. If I ain't around, then I could get them to you. If we ain't get it out the mud, then I ain't fucking with you. Simple and plain, you niggas lame, fucking up the game.
He froze for 2 seconds.
It's time for a change. Cause he waiting on my brother to get freed out them chains.
Hey, I like this. This is a good look.
You like this? I appreciate
Yes,
that.
this is a real good look.
Appreciate
The
that.
Kingfly podcast.
Nah, this is called Streets Verified. You know what I'm saying? This ain't got nothing to do with me and everything to do with niggas that's verified.
Say
You know
that.
what I mean? So I'm taking myself out of this, you know what I mean? But for me to do something like this, I gotta do it with somebody like you, who's a verified person, and I know your story because I was a part of it, you know what I'm saying?
Understood.
So,
Understood.
you know what I mean? Let's start from the beginning.
Yes.
Let's introduce you for people who don't know.
Well, for those who do and don't know, Manish Mike, hailing out of Frisco, a San Francisco native, a Manish TV representative, as you can see. It's what I do as well.
Go ahead, put that in the camera for 'em. Go ahead.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead, pull that ice out. Go ahead.
Do they
Show
get
'em,
it?
man.
The
Show 'em.
Manish TV?
Go ahead, show them, man. Let
Do
them know
they?
who you is.
You know, let me stand up for 2 seconds so they see.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah. I rep me. I am a brand.
Okay.
And I'm also sponsored by Caligar. Oh, we smoke big things around here. I'm going to show y'all one of them in a little while.
Yeah, you gotta show them the Cali
Yeah,
Guard.
I got
Cuz
one.
gonna be here with some in a minute too, so we gonna get back to those Cali Guards in
Definitely,
a second.
definitely.
You know what I mean? But now Manish,
Yes, sir.
San Francisco. What
Yes.
part of San Francisco you from?
Lakeview,
Lakeview, okay.
the coldest part of the city.
Definitely the coldest. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of family over there.
Yes, you do.
You know what I'm saying? So with this being verified, we're gonna start with the beginning before we even get to your story about, you know, the case and everything. You
Okay,
know? So,
okay.
growing up in Lakeview, what was that like?
Oh, man, it was crazy. I came up on a side where, you know, a lot of us, we were too small to have the type of issues that we had, but I grew up in the middle of Lakeview splitting in half. You feel me? Friends against friends. That was a hard war to watch and be involved in.
When you say splitting in half, like what was the two sides splitting up? Like,
Man, I'm not gonna throw names or anything like that
I mean
out
like
there. but
streets. Like I don't mean names. I mean like was it like?
It wasn't even streets. It was
intersections
it
or-
was people.
Okay. Okay.
It wasn't this street against that street in half. It was these people and these people.
Okay. Well, let's get away from
Yes.
that. And
Yes.
let's get to Lakeview. Was there any legendary get money
Oh my
figures from your
goodness,
area?
was there?
All right.
Come on, let's. We can't say Lakeview without saying the legendary Coog Nut, Ronald Fields, which was my mentor.
Okay.
We had groups like UNLV, Ballhead Rick and SB. Come on, man, we got Paperboy, my little bro Paperboy.
Oh yeah, Paperboy out here moving
Yeah.
mean for sure.
Moving
For
mean.
Sure. I like the way he get down.
Yeah.
I like his style.
And a lot more than that. Young
about-
Duper Troop.
What about street figures? Like what legendary street figures? Like not music. Like you know how we hear about all the Freeway Ricky Walshes and the
Yeah.
Felix Mitchells in Oakland.
Okay.
I know Lakeview had a lot of money back in the day. So
Oh
who
man.
are some of the legendary figures that you looked up to growing up?
Man, some of my legendary figures looking up, man, Six Shonuff Kale. Keith Hanks. We could say man, rest in peace, NT.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Lil Larry.
Okay.
There was a lot of there's some names I want to throw out there, but I still can't even really
And that's respected.
throw out there.
That's respected. All right. So, you started doing music at what age?
Man, that was a good one. I started doing music probably, I want to say, last year of high school. You know, learning I used to like to write poetry.
Oh, you was a poet.
Yeah, I used to like to write poetry. And then from there, I always loved music. So I actually start saying the shit that I was writing my poetry to and that's how the rap began. I was like, wait a minute, this ain't poetry.
Okay.
It's a little deeper. So I was
Okay.
like high school.
High school.
Yeah.
Okay, cause I seen you post on Instagram. I think you got like some fans in like China or something like that.
I do.
It was an album. You was
I still got fans in UK, China.
So you went international with it.
Yeah, that was my first album that I ever did, Manish Mike, Forever Living Manish, it's still selling to this day right now. It's online for several $100s.
Damn.
Yes.
Several $100?
Look it up. We're fact checking.
Don't make me.
We are fact checking. We've seen it. We've seen it. And the cool part about it is we wasn't that great with the paperwork and things like that back in the day. And so somebody is getting this money for this album that is still selling today. And it's not even me and the original executive producer, Slick Mick.
You might need to figure that out, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, $700 is a lot of money for. I think Nipsey. Was
No, I said several. I didn't say seven.
Several hundred.
Yes.
What do you mean?
They have them. They have them ranged like.
Oh, there's different prices.
Yeah, it's different prices. You can stroll there, but the most expensive one I saw, it was like
it
was like a few hundred.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, that must be a classic project, man. You
Yeah.
must be proud of that.
I am. They wanted me to come out there and do some things. Like I say, just the paperwork and stuff wasn't right, and manage music birthed from that, because I learned from there that, when I do this stuff, I need to have control of my product and what I do with it.
Right. Okay. So now let's get to the grits.
Let's get to it.
Into the story that we're here for.
Okay.
All right. So let's say the date. It was January 17th.
It was definitely January 17th.
Right. We just had this conversation.
I know. I was gonna laugh at that. Yep.
So January 17th, 2010. Okay. So this is a day that changed both of our lives.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
It changed both our lives. And how was it for you? Like, let's hear.
Looking at it in hindsight now, like I say, when I say it to you now, you gonna laugh at it and be like, "Damn, all of that did happen."
Right.
But at that point, like I say, y'all came and got me from Montgomery.
Hold on. Let's bring it back, because people probably gonna look at this like, what are we talking about? Oh. It was a murder that happened.
Yes.
January 17th.
Yes.
2010.
Yes.
In Atlanta, Cobb County, Georgia.
Yes.
That we happen to be involved in.
Yes. Unfortunately, someone lost their life doing the wrong thing.
Unfortunately. But that's what happens, doing what you're not supposed to do.
Yes.
So now we caught up.
Now fast forward,
okay.
Like I said, you guys came and got me from, I was in Mobile, Alabama doing something. Mm-hmm. Y'all was in Georgia. We met in the middle, 2 hours each. Mm-hmm. Got in the car.
This was, if that was the 17th, this was the 16th.
This was the 16th.
So we picked you up in Alabama on the 16th.
On the 16th.
Of January. Okay.
And I'll tell you the crazy part about that was I laugh all the time.
Go ahead, let me hear it.
Hey, we must have smoked like 800 blunts from the minute I got in that car with y'all.
We stayed smoking.
Entire.
That's the only thing I can say. We stayed smoking crazy.
But the whole reason I'm coming is to
get your money.
To get my money for my pack. Yeah. Not knowing this is my pack we smoking.
Yeah. True.
We blowing like big dogs. I'm like, okay.
We blowing through.
They laid out the red carpet.
We going through the supply. But you know me, I'm young. I don't know.
It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, I'm just smoking.
But I didn't send it to you.
All right, exactly. So, all right, let's fast forward.
So not knowing,
we picked you up in Alabama.
Pick me up.
We get to Georgia. And
I realized then that I'm not finna get paid. It ain't things not happening.
Came out there to get some money. The money wasn't
ready yet.
It wasn't ready. All right, and now you and Buddy is at the house.
Right.
What happens?
Me and Buddy at the house. Let's see. Basically, we went out that night too.
Yeah, we did.
Before that, so we just kind of like kill a little time and give them time to get right. We go to the strip club that night, get back 4, 5 in the morning, finally get to sleep.
Right.
Morning comes. We're supposed to go to the studio that day to do the song with Young L.A.
No, we were supposed to do a song with Titty Boy that night.
With Titty Boy that night?
We were supposed to remember Titty Boy, 2 Chainz, his him and his partners had just came through 2 days before that, and we shot Dice. So when we went to pick you up, we were supposed to go to the studio with 2 Chainz.
Okay, the one he told me about, that the song that he wanted me to do, it was the one that's supposed to be Young Dro on it and Young LA.
Yeah, but we already,
right.
them niggas was on serve, so we had them just around at the time. Like, not even no funny, but them niggas was just on serve. Like,
but that's what kind of company, we was keeping.
For sure. It was,
and I can't say we because I didn't come down there as much as them, but they were mixing and moving. You see what I'm saying? Doing music down there with notable people.
Nah, for sure. It was a great time.
Yeah.
But it ended so.
Yes, it did. So with that,
back to the story.
With that in mind, morning comes, and I think you had just slid out of there.
I left. Me and Zoo was getting. Me and Bro was getting into it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we was getting into it about dumb shit, so I really wasn't even feeling his vibe, you know what I'm saying?
And likewise.
So when I left, you know what I mean, I went to a little shorty house. I had ended up, I'm young. I had just got a little stripper from Magic City, so
right.
I'm like, you know what I mean? You know how we doing it. Like I'm 20, 21 at the time, you know what I'm saying? I'm living the life of a star who ain't made nothing yet. So
you are a star at this time in a whole nother state.
It was a different vibe for us, but y'all, I got the call, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was blowing me up.
Basically, like you said, it wasn't a great vibe. Right. And you saw that it was likewise with me and Buddy.
Nah, yeah, it was off.
We got into it at the strip club, other things like that or whatever. And so, I'm just trying to, stick around to make things right. And by the morning, he did something else very crazy. And he found a phone that he had lost like months and months. It had everybody in it.
I know that was a text message, frenzy, and calling.
That's exactly what that nigga went from A to Z in that phone.
I believe it.
And she's right in the living room. She heard all this. So she's mad. She comes in the room. I'm facing the wall acting like I'm asleep. She comes in the room.
Now hold on. Let's take it even deeper.
Yes.
Because we saying she.
You're right.
And people going to be like, who was this? So we got to really put the story in all perspective. Who is she?
Buddy was staying with a female. The female let y'all stay there. Y'all was paying, her rent and shit like that. She was like a trainer, and she was supposed to be helping him, get back, because he'd been in a, So it wasn't even, we weren't at no hotel. We were at a house.
Right. Yeah, we wasn't.
And mind you, I hadn't been there 24 hours yet. I'm just coming in there with y'all. I don't know her. I don't know her kid. She has a little kid lived there too.
Right.
I don't know nothing.
Right.
So I'm in the blind. So like you said, the vibe was crazy.
It was all
you
vibe.
left.
It was all vibe.
I watched her. I rolled over to the wall. I watched her come in there mad as hell. Oh, you just gonna do this to me? He called everything in that phone and.
Oh, okay. So that morning, he got into it with her.
Yes.
See, I don't know none of this. So he got into it with her, and because everything was like to come back when they came back, it was a whole thing.
Right.
So he got into it with her.
Right.
And then she left.
These the parts that now.
Yeah.
Let's make the math.
Right. Let's make the math.
He got it. She came in there crying about that.
Hold on.
Was mad.
I love that, and now that I'm older,
yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes. So this is gonna be crazy.
I love that how y'all kept a young nigga in the dark. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep him on a need to know basis.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I always respected that about y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, that was. I didn't know nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I walked into some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And I didn't know nothing, but y'all didn't even try to tell me nothing either. Like
at that time, I mean, man, we trying to, we trying to get out of there with it.
I always respected that. Like, y'all let the nigga be dumb, but go ahead.
That's the backstory to it, is that the girl whose house it was mad.
Right.
She got into it with him about calling everything in the phone, basically, and snatched her daughter and left. Her best friend was pregnant. Her best friend came to get her.
Right.
And she was just going to go to a doctor's appointment with the baby daddy and the best friend. Jumps in with them. Boom, goes. By that time, I'm looking at this nigga like I'm furious. Like, blood, every 2 seconds you go just keep doing something.
Something, right?
Like, I'm ready to go, but I don't have my money yet.
Right.
So
that's
I'm
the
like,
only reason
only reason I
Right,
came. So
right,
I'm thinking,
go
oh
ahead.
fuck it, let me just a little while longer. We're gonna go to the studio, this and that. I'm finna probably get out of here on another day, whether it happened or not.
Right.
Because we keep bumping heads for some reason.
Right.
So she left. Now, if you read the discovery, and I actually tried to find it, and I will have it for you.
Right.
My mom has
That's
a
what
copy
we
of
say.
it still. So I wanted to come here today with the actual discovery so I can flip and show you shit, and then you believe it. Because
I believe it.
because the story is crazy.
Right. Nah. It was
Now, mind
it
you,
was a movie.
It was definitely a movie.
It was a movie.
So mind you, as the discovery says, she left with them, and they left from the driveway. Remember, she used to put the key under the brick because
right.
the nigga she didn't want her to lose the key.
Right.
The baby daddy saw her put the key under the brick.
Who's baby daddy?
The best friend's baby daddy.
Okay.
Remember, the best friend was pregnant,
Okay.
and she was going to go to the doctor with the best friend and the baby daddy. So that's who came and picked her up, the baby daddy and the best friend.
Right. Okay.
So when that happened, the discovery says they left from there and went to the gas station. When they got to the gas station, Buddy was like, take me home.
The baby daddy.
Take me home right now. She's like, are you crazy, nigga? We just getting some gas, nigga. We going to the appointment, nigga. We gotta... No, take me home. He was so adamant about it that they got into a big altercation about it. And she got in the car. And so she just got mad and went and dropped him off. And then went to the hospital, the two ladies.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if she got in the car. Now, let's make the math. She got in there furious at him. Now, I don't know if she just got in there and said, hey, these niggas is woo, because Buddy ended up, there's another point that I'm going to bring up later that's going to tie into that.
Okay.
That Buddy didn't know who all was in the house. He just thought that it was a handicapped guy in there. It was going to be an easy win. He saw the key get put under there. She's venting, obviously mad to death about something he just did. She probably wants him out, but she's definitely scared of him.
Right.
You saw that part.
Yeah.
She was scared of him.
Yeah.
So she probably got in the car venting, and the nigga got smart and was like, oh, I know how to get these niggas out here. No, I want to go home, but didn't tell him what he was doing.
Right.
She got mad, took him home. The nigga called his brother, called his blood brother. This is what the discovery says. Because now there's a statement that picks up from the brother. The brother called in himself. The brother called in to the lead detective. Hey, I'm
Detective Nichols.
Detective Nichols. I'm such and such's brother. He tried to get me out of this. The blood brother said, well, no, let's rewind back because then we missing the incident. But he called the brother and said, hey, we got a sweet lick. Come with me. The brother tried to talk him out of it. Brother said, nah, don't do this.
Right.
He said, fuck it. The girl gave me the girl left me the key and everything. All this in the discovery, what he said to do to his own brother.
Right.
The girl left me the key. This is an easy lick. He still tried to talk him out of it. Brother said he didn't want nothing to do with it. He hung the phone up and called on his other partners. Other partner was with it. Him and other partner doubled back, came straight to the house. What the discovery says is the partner stayed outside of the house like lookout and was watching. The neighbors saw the guy ducked on the side of the house. All this stuff is in the discovery.
Right.
The boyfriend, the baby daddy, got the key, entered the house. Me and Buddy are all the way in the back room. Now, you know how the house is built. Right. You can't go nowhere.
Right.
If you're in that back room, you have to come out of that room,
To get out.
hook a left down the hallway, a right towards the front door.
Right.
So you're at the very corner of the house. There is no getting out.
Right.
So me and Buddy are in the room about to start getting ready for the studio.
Right.
And for some reason, I just hear something. But it alarmed me. And the thing is, I don't know why it alarmed me, because it could have been you. Like,
Right.
I knew you was gone. It could have been you walking back in.
Right.
But when we heard it, he just heard the door close. And I guess it's the way it closed. I thank God for Buddy's sixth sense was like, something ain't right. So I grabbed the tool. Boom. He unlocked it. Got the tool. I'm at the door. I cracked the door open to see, make sure, okay, man, it's probably, this nigga Sparks finna turn the corner, this and that. A nigga turned that corner like Jason. Like he was, and this is what the discovery says, not what I think.
Right.
The discovery says he was 6'2", 6'3", 250, 300 pounds.
Nah, now Jar, when I came in and I seen it, I thought y'all was playing. Like, I thought that was Jar big ass on the bed. Like, y'all trying to play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm thinking this is a joke.
Right.
So go ahead.
The numbers, when I'm throwing these numbers of a nigga turning the corner like that, and he had a hoodie on, and he had the strings pulled just like showing just this much right here. So I can't tell who this nigga is.
Right.
So I'm trying to talk to the nigga from down the hall. Nigga, who is you? Blood, what the fuck is wrong? Nigga, what is you doing?
Right.
All that just happened very quick. The nigga, he didn't run. He just kept walking like Jason.
Right.
Very fast.
Right.
Gets to the door. When he gets to the door, he goes to push the door. I just step back and up it on him. When I upped it on the nigga tried to take it from me. The nigga didn't run. The nigga instantly grabbed that motherfucker with his.
He was ready for war.
He was ready for war.
He was ready.
He did some shit I wouldn't have did.
Right. Nah,
I don't know what I would have did, but I don't think I would have tried to grab the gun like this.
Right.
So when he did that, it kind of shocked me. Because at the same time he did that, he's trying to take the gun from me, but he swings on me. So with our free hand, we're like this. We're both exchanging blows with our free hand, and the other hand trying to get the gun.
Right.
So I might have hit him 1 or 2 times. He definitely hit me 1 or 2 times. Big ass burly nigga.
Right.
He muscles me back towards the bed.
Mind you in there with somebody handicapped in the back.
Right.
No help.
No, he's already on the ground. As soon as dude pushed the door, it knocked him down. And so he was partially handicapped. He couldn't get up by himself. So he's on the ground looking up, watching all this.
I shouldn't be laughing.
He's on the ground looking up, watching all this.
Right.
Absolutely. But I'm not expecting him to help because there's nothing he can do.
Nothing he can do.
So, buddy muscles me back. Now, if you're walking backwards and you hit anything, your knees are gonna fold.
Right.
Immediately, you're gonna fall back. So as he backed me up to the bed, I had nowhere to go but down. My knees started folding because he was still coming forward.
Right.
So as I was falling on the bed, I took the nigga with me. We still had one hand on the gun. I just grabbed him. When I stopped hitting, he stopped hitting. We both was falling. So for 2 seconds, I just brought him with me.
Right.
The nigga fell on the bed on me like this. We were face to face. This nigga smothered me. You saw how big he was compared to me.
Right.
So when I throw his numbers out there, 6'2", 250 to 300, me 5'9", 160 on a good day.
He was probably a little bit smaller than that back.
Might have been. Yeah. That's why I said on a.
Jail put some weight on you, my boy, for sure.
That's why I said on a good day.
Yeah,
Excuse me. So as he muscled me down to the bed, we're face to face. Like I said, he froze for 2 seconds. We both froze for 2 seconds, but I guess I just snapped out of it quicker than he is. And I just snatched the gun like you trying to start a lawnmower. I just yanked that motherfucker hella quick and I put it to the top of his head, which was still on my face, and just shot that nigga. Hit him one time on the top of his head. It went through and lodged in his neck. And the nigga just stopped moving instantly. Like it was no movie shit. It wasn't no this, that. When I shot that nigga, everything was over. I couldn't even get this nigga from up off me. I shot this nigga.
Right.
I shot this nigga and we were face to face like this, and I shot him in his head. Now his blood dripping all on me, as you saw, all on my shirt, all on my everything, whatever. I couldn't even get the nigga from off me, and this nigga's no help.
None.
So I'm still trying to get this nigga. I get from up under him. I'm finna hit him again, and Buddy is like, nah, he gone. Right at that time, that's when we start trying to call you. Like, damn, he's going with the car. We can't even get out of here right now. We call you. Get back here. You don't know why he fussing, because he usually fussing. So he calling you, telling you to get back.
Man, he called me. The first time he called me cool, calm, collective. The next time he called me like, Sparks, I ain't got all day to be waiting on you, nigga. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking to? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, So I'm like, all right, I tell Shorty I'm leaving. So mind you, me and Zoo been getting into it. So I pull up, I stop at the El Pollo Loco down the street. That's how much I ain't even taking y'all shit serious.
Right.
I stop and get something to eat. You feel me? So I get something to eat. I'm on the phone with my brother. And I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie, this shit ain't working out. I really want to rob this nigga. I'm talking about, I want to rob, bro. Like, this ain't nothing working for me. So I pull up and I see a car I ain't never seen in the driveway, like, and I see the door crack. So now I'm like, hold up, like something ain't right, like something ain't right, like so now I felt it, like so when I walk in and I hear you like Sparks, and I still ain't say nothing because I'm like, hold on, because I told you me and Buddy been getting into it, so I'm like, I don't know what type of time these niggas on, because I ain't really know him like that, so I'm like, I don't know what these niggas on when I get in here. So now when I walk in and you got it behind your back, I'm like, bro, what
you heard that because I saw it was you and put it down.
I'm like, what is you doing?
I thought that was his buddy because I figured Buddy wasn't by himself.
No, I'm saying from my point of view, I'm looking like, what the so now as I'm walking through this long hallway, you feel me? You at the hallway, you like, come here. I'm like, nigga, I'm not coming over there. Like, nigga, come here, nigga. Like, it's serious. Come here. I'm like, bro, I ain't coming. You like, Sparks, come here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I walk over there, I'm like, hell nah, bro. I know y'all ain't just had me walk into this. Like, I know y'all ain't. I kicked the nigga leg and everything, like, just to make sure, like, this wasn't I'm being pranked. Because you niggas was goofballs. So
we was goofballs. This was serious.
Yeah, I'm like, and you not I'm not saying you not serious, but you all, like, we joke.
All the time.
When I see
the serious side of me,
face, it's like, oh, something is really wrong right now. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, I just remember, bro, after I seen that, I blacked out. I remember going to go get all my True Religion pants.
Yep.
I grabbed all my stuff, and I just said, if y'all want to get out of here, bro, I'm finna leave y'all. Like, you feel me? I wasn't waiting on niggas. I wasn't nothing, bro. I remember your ass ran out the house fast as hell, but now we waiting on Cripple Guy.
Right.
You feel me?
So
now it's everything after this is and when I walk out with my luggage, the first person I see is the neighbor looking at me on the phone.
And I didn't notice none of that. I was already in the zone.
The neighbor is looking like this. I'm sitting there like, bro, what the? Like, I'm like, all right, like this ain't really happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't registering to me, bro. Like, till we got to the airport.
Right.
Now go ahead.
But remember, while we were still there, dude's phone was ringing. And Buddy answered it.
Was down the hill though. Remember, Buddy was down there. I mean, his partner.
His partner was still in the vicinity. But no, I think Buddy called the girl.
No, he called.
Yes, he did.
He
called her at the hospital. Who the hell did you just have come in here? Who the fuck you just gave a key to get in? Who the fuck? So she's like, huh? What?
He did flash on her. Yeah,
so he flashed on her and basically told him like, gee, that nigga finished now.
And then
some shit like that, and then hung up on her.
Yeah, and then
so then Buddy's phone kept ringing.
As we was pulling out though, remember we seen the lookout dude on the corner.
I didn't know if it was him or not.
Right.
That was him.
Remember the area we was living in.
Right.
Ain't no other nigga finna be standing right there. Like, he was just standing there looking scared. Like, you feel me? So I ain't gonna lie, I was young, bro. Being in that situation, it was an experience. So let's move to the airport.
Okay.
Let's move to the airport.
Hold on. There's one more part before that.
Am I missing something?
Yes.
Go ahead.
The parts that you don't know that ties the story together.
Okay.
So he called the girl and, like you say, jumped on her. Who the fuck you let? Ooh.
Right.
Right after that, the girl starts immediately trying to call her baby daddy. She has a funny feeling like something ain't right. And this nigga just the pregnant one starts trying to call her baby daddy. He's not answering. He didn't answer the phone.
This is the one that you just had to match with. The wrestling match with, and
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So at this point, he's not answering the phone. The girl whose house it was looked at her best friend and said, I think your baby daddy just broke into my house. They got in, it says it in the discovery, they got into it right there at the, why would you just, nah, something ain't right. And this nigga just called me talking about, you just let somebody in here and he threw, I think something wrong with your baby daddy. So she's in the middle of she gives the girl whose house it was, gave her car and was like, go see about this.
So they having this argument in the hospital.
They're having this argument in the hospital during her appointment. Wow. Is when he interrupted. So she frantically gives her girlfriend the key, like she's like, go see. So she goes and sees. She gets pulled over, flying back to the house. She's crying, frantic, saying, hey, I think somebody just died in my house. So instead of the police, and instead of them pulling her over for that, they start following her.
They follow her to the house. Right.
They follow her to the house. By that time,
so when they follow her to the house, they walk in and discover the body.
Yes.
With her.
But she had already called her auntie, and her auntie comes with her son. So the auntie and the son then already came to the house, walked in there, found the nigga, called her back, let her know, oh, it's somebody definitely. So the scene's already been compromised.
The scene's already been.
All of this is in the discovery.
Right. Okay. So now they walk in there.
They find the body. They label it a mysterious death. Because I picked up the shell. There was no gun in there. You know, they don't have a murder weapon. They don't have a shell. Somebody cleaned the scene. Somebody.
Right.
You know, so this is, but she's saying this guy didn't belong in here and this and that.
I ain't know none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So from there, like I say, we're trying to get out of there.
Right.
We waiting for our flight. All of this, the craziest thing happened. We trying to get to the airport.
Hold on, fuck the airport. The studio, Hot Beats. Let's take it to Hot Beats Atlanta. Now this is the studio where Lil Wayne recorded the Carter 3,
Facts.
Drake,
Yes.
Nicki Minaj, the whole Young
Yes.
Money was in there on their run. So now, mind you, I'm in this studio with all these artists at the time. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
we're in there mingling with the who's,
Yes.
the Mac Mains, the Lil Twists.
Yeah.
Nicki was in there a few times, Drake. So now, after this murder, we go to Hot Beats. Because I'm in one of the engineer's cars.
Right.
He's in the rental car that we got. We swap. I'm cool with dude. You know what I'm saying? So we go there trying to switch cars. This dumbass. Go ahead.
Man.
Take it from there.
We get there, dispose of a couple things and all that, and I'm trying to change, get ready. I took a shirt off that got blood on it and some other shit, leave it there. We trying to, switch cars. Buddy told on us.
Buddy told on us.
No. Don't let me say Buddy.
Yeah, we can't make up.
Because Buddy is already.
We're going to say that the engineer from the studio told on us.
Not the guy we was with.
Nah, not the guy but the engineer from the studio.
The engineer from the studio told on all of us.
Man, what was his name?
I can't even think of his name. I wish I knew his name.
Or it wasn't Ali. It was something.
It was something close to that.
Yeah, but he was.
When they came and questioned him in the Discovery, boy, he just folded over like.
It though, because he looked like one of them though.
Oh, they had my car. Oh, they came out here. They were burning things outside out here. So you might want to check the dumpster.
He gave it up instantly.
Everything like they one thing I had to say was they dropped the car off.
Hey, and so we get blackballed from the studio.
Blackball,
because remind you, when I get out of jail, I tried to go back to Hot Beats and record.
Right.
And he was like, nah, man, y'all had so much going on. The police was in here for a month going through our cameras and I'm like, what that guy do like that?
Right.
Like, you was a part of the case, works. Like, I'm like, come on, bro. This is.
But he told.
Nah, I believe it. He was picking.
That was in the Discovery. He basically told. He did tell.
I wanted to whoop his ass though. I ain't gonna lie, 'cause I thought he was cool.
Then we finally get our flights. We done ducked out for a little while, waiting on our flights.
We didn't get our flights. You don't remember how we did it?
She got them.
We got them at the desk.
No, at the desk, we were doing the bags. That's where, because remember, I had to go to the ATM to help pay for that nigga's bag. We were doing the bags.
We didn't even have no money to leave.
That was another thing.
She
Buddy's
struggling?
wife. Buddy's wife got all 3 tickets for us.
We was struggling to get out of there.
We getting out of there. The bag's way too much because we got everything.
We got everything.
So now,
life,
so that's the holdup. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna pay this so we can get the fuck on.
Okay.
So and then Buddy lost. Buddy didn't have his ID.
I ain't gonna lie. Why I always fuck with you, Mike? That day, not even that, but that airport situation. That showed me your character.
Very much so.
That showed me your character.
Very much so.
Because me, honestly...
And that's the part we was going to get to right now. That was crazy.
I'm leaving niggas.
Yes.
Because bro, the whole time,
yes.
Buddy the whole time, like, bro, just let him go. He trying to separate from you. I'm like, what? He just saved your life. Like, he's trying to separate the whole time we missed the flight. I'm like, I'm not missing this flight.
And I honestly wish it would have happened that way. I wish y'all would have missed it because that's how they linked us all together, is that we were on the same flight. Yeah. So that was crazy in the airport. Buddy left his ID in the house.
And have the DNA.
It turns out in the discovery, they say he left his whole wallet in the house. His wallet was in the room. That's how they had his whole name. From his whole name, they instantly tried to see, well, he's from California, and this guy, let's see who flew with him. Oh, there goes such and such and such and such. So that's how they had all 3 of our names from him leaving his wallet. Plus, she told the name, but now they have an ID.
Right.
And so they just checked flight records, got everybody, and then they had him held up because he didn't have his ID on him, but he was on some, I fly so much, but y'all know me, y'all this. So he ended up talking to somebody, and they ended up eventually letting, so niggas is running through the airport like OJ in the commercial, bro.
Like that, what? Like, oh my.
I already make it to the plane.
I'm pushing this nigga, bro, and then that's what it was. I'm like, bro, I can't push no more, bro. Like, I can't even keep, and then that's what I'm saying, when we got there, they was like, they stopped the flight for you. If
they had hella cell phones recording like they do now, then, and showed y'all what I did on that airport to make them people wait, I should have got arrested.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie.
I should have got arrested.
The plane was
starting to back out.
Yeah, it was backing up. So I remember sitting at the gate I'm looking at him, I'm looking behind like, damn, bro, I'm finna go to jail out here.
I already got them waiting on y'all, but they didn't wait it as far as they can. Like, now, once they close the door, I get out of my seat, walk up to the captain's chambers. They're trying to, oh, hey, sir, what are you guys? And listen, y'all leaving my brother. He's handicapped. Y'all can't. He just had problems. He's right there at the gate. You guys are leaving right now. It's an emergency. Y'all can't leave. So I'm causing a commotion. They called back to see was y'all actually up there, and when I did that, y'all wasn't even up there yet. Y'all was still trying to make y'all wait. But somebody vouching was like, no, they just left from down here. No, they are coming. If y'all just hold on 2 seconds. So
I think the only thing
thing was already backing out. I said, man, y'all not going. No, listen. I'm flashing in there. The air marshal dude done already got out of his seat, and he's standing next to me. I said, I don't care what y'all do, man. Y'all can't leave my brother, man. He is handicapped. He is hurt. He is handicapped. This is that we're supposed to fly together. He's on a.
That was a real. When I say stand up, like that's a real, like, cause we was
made them pull the plane back in.
And I think that was the last flight too.
That was.
I think that was the last flight that night.
9 o'clock. That was the last flight.
The last flight out that night.
And mind you, what I didn't know and what I didn't even realize. I did all that commotion. Remember, I left my shirt. Nigga, I still had blood on my shirt.
Yep, I remember.
I didn't even know that until I
remember you said that to me on the plane.
I said, blood, I still have blood, nigga. If they would have just grabbed me for acting a fool and saw I got blood on me, I'd have been in cuffs.
Nah, that whole thing was a movie, man. It was
the whole thing was a movie. So
bro. let's get to the sentence.
Okay.
Now you go through all that. Turn yourself in, right?
No, let's say it the right way. We were supposed to turn ourselves in together.
I wasn't.
No, not you.
Yeah.
Me and Buddy were supposed to turn ourselves in together because that's mainly who they wanted. They wanted you too, but my statement from the very beginning, the only statement that I ever made, my confession, cleared you. They kept asking about you. I said he didn't do nothing. He wasn't even there. I tried to clear Buddy too. All of that's in the discovery. He didn't do nothing. I'm the shooter. I'm coming to answer for it. They was like, but because of all of the shit that the bitch had said, they still wanted. The people knew me and him was still in that house, so they were trying to put it both on us, but they was gonna tie you in too.
They wanted to question me and hope I could clarify anything that y'all was saying. That's why remember when I seen you in there.
But imagine that.
When I seen you in there, cause when I got in there, cause I got extradited and everything. So when I get out there, I'm mad as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause mind you, I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here. You feel me? Like, I'm not, I ain't got nothing to do with this. Like, I remember saying that to y'all. Like, nigga, I'm not here. So when I'm in there, but when I see you and I see your face told me everything I needed to know. Like,
right then.
I look like I'm fucking up whatever you got finna go on.
Yes.
And you was like, just if they offer you something, just take that shit, cause I'm finna sign my shit. You good, bro. Don't even trip.
Nigga, do not.
I was like, you don't
get
even
out of here. I already got you covered. You finna go home. They just holding you for nothing. I cleared you, buddy. You're
like,
gone.
Oh, okay, cool. Like, cause everything, you know how you feel.
And mind you, I'm in my dorm right there. Niggas come get me and say, "Hey, bless a nigga from Cali sitting out there on the bench." I'm like,
cause they kept telling me, man, they like Manish. I'm like, cause I kept asking about you and Buddy, cause I know we in the same. So I'm trying to figure out where y'all at. You feel me? They was like, Cali. They like, Mike, man, he like, he right, Mike, y'all right in the next thing. Little other Cali dude. I'm like, in the next pod, you was in the next pod.
A1.
So I'm like, all right. I'm like, when I come out, because I only came out with my lawyer, you know, they got the shadiest little setup out in Cobb County. You know?
They do.
So when I came out and I'm like, all right, let me see. And I'm like, hey, Mike in there, Mike from Cali. Hey, found you. And I'm like,
2 seconds.
all I had to do was see your face. And that's what I'm saying. When I seen that, I'm like,
I walked to that door.
I'm like, all right, yeah, it's good. I know
go home. Don't even.
Go home. Yeah,
this is a pump fake.
I know I'm finna go home. It ain't. And I didn't even get questioned. Like Detective Nichols never came to see me.
He never came to see me.
He only sent me that thing. He hit me on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
He hit me on Facebook, and that's where I caught myself up at listening to my mama. You feel me?
Right.
I showed my mom that. My mom like, you should just call him and see what he said. Called this motherfucker. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I said some shit, and I knew when I said it, I fucked up.
You said, I knew I fucked up.
I knew I fucked up because he was like, he asked me about Tiny.
Right.
You feel me? So when he asked me about Tiny, I'm like, I don't know no girl named Tiny.
Right. Same thing I was, but I didn't really know her all like that.
But that right there, I didn't. But me just saying it was a girl. Implemented that it was I knew her, like, or seen her, or and because I guess it was they had my call logs, they had everything. Like I didn't.
They was trying to tie hella shit together.
Like it was like, come on, man, y'all pushing it, bro. Like I don't.
So look, they was trying to tie hella shit together.
But shit that wasn't there. Though.
I was charged with malice murder, felony murder, the gun, and the biggest leaving the scene charge there ever is called concealing the death of another. And I didn't understand that because I didn't conceal his death. I didn't move him. I shot that nigga and left him right there in the bed. So the words of this don't even add up. Concealing the death. I didn't do that.
So what was your like the number? Like what was the
life?
The years? No, I'm saying for your sentence, like the actual sentence that they gave you after.
What happened was they was trying to give me life. They basically
malice murder.
They basically said that this is a capital crime. You could get the death penalty. They said that in front of my dad and my uncle sitting there at the court.
Let's talk about your parents holding you down too.
Oh, for sure.
Because that, like, my mom and your mom was in communication.
Yeah, so and my dad.
They were amazing for you. Like
for 7 years straight, I did not miss a single story, not one. I had money on my books the whole time. That was not one thing I was gonna worry about. And then I had other people that loved me and cared about me too. You know, so I was straight in there. But you know, besides that, like I say, they were trying to give me the worst time and charges ever. So what happened was, I was getting ready to go to court. I was getting ready to beat it.
You gonna beat it?
Yeah, I was going. My lawyer had filed the motion to dismiss. Mm-hmm. Like I had all my shit lined up and everything. We had all the proof of everything that happened, and so the day we went for that, they fired the DA in that case. It was one DA. They fired that DA and brought back two. The new DAs got California the old DAs couldn't even get California to unseal my old record.
Right.
The new DAs pulled some type of shit, got California to unseal it and show that I had a prior felony. So now they're like, oh, we got him.
Right.
Because he was just going to beat us on the murder shit and all that. Okay, that's self-defense. But we could get him for the gun. He was a prior felon. So we could get him for the gun and he was a felon. So he'll beat life, but we'll charge him as a recidivist and give him 10 years for leaving the scene. That was the biggest charge I've ever seen for leaving the scene, concealing the death of another. Carry 10 years, and if you get charged under the Recidivist Act, you get every day of it. There's no parole, there's no good time, you get all of it. So they said, he's gonna beat that, but we could definitely get him on the leaving the scene and the gun. We can give him 10 years for leaving, 5 years for the gun, add that consecutive 15 years to the door. So the day I came and they regrouped, they was like, we got him now. So that's when they pulled me in there with my lawyer and was like, okay, look, you really want to take this to trial? You're going to beat the murder.
Right.
But we're guaranteed going to get you on this and that and charge you as a recidivist. So you'll beat 30, but we can guarantee give you 15. Guaranteed. Day for day. And
that's a lot of time.
And it won't be parolable or nothing. Or you can sign off on this deal today, taking 10, and your 10 is parolable. We won't charge you as the recidivist. And if you sign off on this today, we'll drop it down to voluntary manslaughter, and you sign off on that. We get the conviction. You get 10 years, which you could possibly parole in 5 or 6. 5 or 6 beats the fuck out of 15 guaranteed.
Anything.
So at this point, it was a game of chess and not checkers. Right. They just showed me that, hey, you're not going home. You thought you was going home, but you're not going home. We're going to hold you. So the question is, how much you going to do? So I said, okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to add a clause to that. I'll take the 10 if y'all let him go and just forget he even existed.
Right.
Forget you even existed. They already had you for questioning. They wanted to stick you with some shit too. If
they wanted to give
the thing was, they were waiting to get me. They were going to give you something. It was going to be small, but you was going to get a little 4 or 5 piece out of it, and we were going to get the major.
Sure.
But he had the same charges as me. So if I would have got murder, he would have got murder too.
Right. But his record was even worse.
Exactly, worse than mine. That's why they wanted to not include that. They wanted him included in the sentence in the whole. So I said, I'll take this. I'll take the 10 if you send him home today and forget he existed. Y'all got the shooter. Y'all want the shooter. I told y'all the whole time he didn't do nothing. He wasn't there. Here's my statement again.
Right.
I'll sign off on this 10 today. Y'all could take me back to that motherfucking thing. Let them go home. Signed off on it that day. Came back. Dude, Buddy didn't even understand it. He was mad at first. Oh, you telling you, motherfucker? I'm not telling. I'm freeing you. I'm sending you home.
And that was a
Motherfucker thought a deal means you're telling. No, motherfucker. I took the deal instead of going to trial. I was getting time either way it go. How am I telling? And I told on me. And here it is in the discovery saying that.
Right.
That I never even told them your name.
So when you got sentenced to 10.
I got sentenced to 10 years.
10. Okay, where did they place
They
you
sent
at?
me to the number 2 worst prison in Georgia at that time, and that was Macon State Prison.
AKA up the road?
Up the road.
Right.
The chain gang.
Yeah, that's what they really still got the chain.
They still got the chain gang down there.
That's what's crazy.
That you do not want to go to prison down there because it is the chain gang, and the officers and all the stuff still have this racist mentality. They look at you like, boy, you are nothing. They will spit on you. You are not even a number no more. You are nothing. If they have to see you, you're nothing.
Was there any politics in there you had to deal with?
Plenty.
Being from California, being a
Plenty.
you know, was there any Californians out there?
No. At Macon State Prison, there was 1,970 something inmates at that time. 93% of them had life. And I was the only person from California there. So you can imagine the mentality. And you know how they are. They didn't like Cali niggas.
Yeah.
They thought that we think we're better than y'all, or we're slick, and then y'all just dumb country bumpkins. But we fucked with them heavy. We ain't never acted like that. We wasn't the type, whatever. So, you know, I had it hard my entire time. Gangs trying to make me join, I got jumped in to one because I used to fuck with. I used to fuck my roommate was a GD, and me and him got so tight that. They was trying to make me be GD because
you gotta choose a flag.
I had automatic. They couldn't fuck with me just because he was my bunkmate. They had to get permission from him to fuck with me. So they was like, look, if we gonna be vouching for you, we gonna be fucking with you. If we keeping shit, you know, from coming your way, this, that, whatever, you might as well be one of us.
So you joined or you?
No, I got jumped in and make niggas up me right back out of that.
So hold on, you got jumped in and then
I got jumped in. Them niggas rushed my room, nigga. 5 niggas rushed my room. 6 niggas rushed my room.
So they jumped you in the game.
Beat me into it.
So,
yes.
But why? So after that happened, while you was in there, you was GD. After that ass.
No. After that ass whooping, I went to talk to the main motherfucker.
And told
him, nah, I didn't want to be before they want me in.
How many?
I'm from Cali, where.
Ain't no.
And I'm not disrespecting how people bang in other places, but I'm from where they really, really bang out here. And if I was going to do that, I would have done that already. I'm not going to get in jail and join a gang for protection. If I get my ass whooped, which I did get a couple times, I took a couple ass whoopings. I gave a few ass whoopings. I got stabbed. I got robbed. I did some rob. That's just part of prison.
Right.
It's going to happen, but I'm not going to join a gang to stop this.
To get saved.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
All right.
So yeah, it was the politics. The time was hard the whole time because I never had a friend. In 7 years, there was not one person that had my back. There was nobody I could look at and be like, I at least know him.
That's the one thing.
I at least know him, even if we enemies.
Man, I at least seen your face before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know.
We both from the same whoop or whatever.
Yeah.
We might be enemies on the street, but we gotta hold each other down in here.
So what about? So how long did you spend in there?
Off of that 10, I was eligible for parole in 7. So I was gone from February 26th. That's when I finally turned myself in. Right. February 26th of 2010 till basically beginning of February 2017.
Okay, so when did you what was your changing point? Like when you was in there, like what was your mind like in jail? Like,
it was crazy. Like the changing point, you know, my life before that. I had a name in the street. I was doing music, shit like that, you know. I always had these fly cars and I was known for, you know, bad bitches and being in the middle of shit and this and that. So, you know, and I was married with kids, had a house, a career. I had all type of things. I lost everything I ever had the minute they clicked that door.
And when you say everything you ever had, what do you mean?
Everything. Wife left me after 3 years of being locked up. She couldn't take it. So I got divorced in prison.
You got divorced in prison?
Yes. Have you ever heard of anybody getting served in prison?
I mean, I heard a lot of stories.
I got served in prison.
I never heard that.
I got served in prison. She got an emergency divorce. They gave it to her because she told them I was the boogeyman. He's in there for murder. He's a killer. I got to get away from him. They granted her everything. I had nothing after that.
Okay, so you got divorced in prison.
Yep.
7-year sentence.
Yep.
So you lost your wife. How many kids?
House.
How many kids? How many kids you had?
At the time, I had my son by her, little Mike, my daughter Kayla, and together we had a daughter, Kamari.
Okay, so
I got a couple of kids that I raised that I did not make, but they're mine. So altogether, it was about 4.
So 4 kids you had.
Yes.
You know, behind you had to see. You know, well, not even see, but communicate with.
Yeah. That was hard. My mom. Now we can fast forward to my mom and them holding me down like that because your mom is a witness. Your mom and my dad knew each other as well as my mom or whatever. My mom, even after once my wife divorced me after those 3 years, my mom picked up the pieces from there and began to bring my kids. She would go get my kids from her and
Bring them to Macon.
And bring them. She would spend like $1,000-something flying my kids down there 3 times a year. I would see them beginning, middle, and end of the year, so that I'll never lose too much touch with my kids.
That's a lot.
So they did that,
and that's
3 times a year for 7 years.
Right.
As well as I never missed a store.
That's a lot.
I never missed a store. They just put a lump sum every month, like $300 on my books every month. Store is $40 a week, shit like that. So they just, I'm good for the month.
One thing about it too, when you go to jail, you will see a lot of people. Family is not. Not
man.
Like it's not.
No, out of sight, out of mind. But you'll never know that until you kind of see it firsthand. I'm in there with people who just, after time, I saw what a year or two just did to my wife, let alone. So I'm in there with a million other niggas that's going through this exact same thing, if not worse.
Right.
Because I've only been gone a few years. This nigga's in there been gone 10 years
so how
already.
long could you really expect somebody to really hold you down? Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why when people do it, it's
real special.
It's commended. You know what
and you owe them the world after that.
Yeah, because that type of time is.
But I saw that. I saw broken people because people left them that they never thought would and everybody that got left like this didn't have life and just wasn't never coming home again. 10 years will change anybody's life.
That definitely will, for sure. What about let's see where we can go from this. So 10 years.
Yep, kids. Paroled in 7, came home to
so what's
nothing.
What's life like now? Like
life is like now.
How long you been out?
I've been out close to 7 years now. So it was since 2017. It's 24 now. So
7 years out.
7 years out. I came home. Like? I didn't have a car. I didn't have a place to stay. I didn't have my career no more. I didn't have a license. I didn't have a bank account. I didn't have none of those things. Within 30 days, I had my license. Within 3 days, my brother gave me a drop Benz.
Oh.
A little CLK. I know you might remember the little CLK.
Shout out to brother.
Big bro gave me the CLK. Big bro also took me down to the union office, who he knew the president of Local 22. Had him overlook 7 years of back dues and all that, and got me up. The man asked me after my brother talked to him. He said, "Man, you got about $75 on you?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Give me that," and he gave me a receipt. That brought me back up. That was my dues. He brought me back. I was able to work after that. I walked out of there. I had a license. I was able to work. My brother then put me to work within like a couple of weeks. And a lot of people was like seriously super amazed. Like, how the fuck you just came home and got a job? Nigga, we been home and can't even get a job. We been trying to get a job. Nigga, you just came home. You ain't been home 30 days. Right. And you're working.
Right.
You're just, and from there, I just dug myself out of a hole. I started working. Got my money up where I can, move, get off of parole successfully without no going back, no hiccups.
You still on paperwork?
No, been off parole.
That's good.
2020 I was off.
That's good. That's a blessing.
Got off successfully without no infractions, no nothing.
That's a blessing.
Moved, put a key in my own door, was pursuing my music and stuff again. Then I birthed the Manish TV. I decided to sell my personality. I love music and I'm real good at it, but I don't want to do this shit forever,
Right. So Manish TV is your next step.
Yep, Manish TV is my next step. It's already my step. It's not even my next. You can see it on YouTube right now. Look up Manish TV and you'll see some episodes on it. You'll see the episode me and you at the house where we went to the concert that day and did our song.
I'll still be waiting on the footage to drop, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's online. It's been dropped.
We were supposed to shoot that video. What happened?
We gotta get it. I was waiting on the car to get out the shop.
Gotta call him on camera.
Nah, he right. I was waiting on Poppy to get out the shop. Poppy almost home. I said I wasn't shooting another video until my drop come home.
I was there when Poppy. I was there. I was there when you were trying to act up and hit the curb.
Yes, you caught that.
I was there. I got it on camera too.
I had to get that edited off of there. He tried to put it on there.
I got it on my phone. I might clip it in on this one right here.
Hey. Players fuck up sometimes too. It happens. So, that's a then to now. I'm just in a better space. I ain't bothering nobody. I ain't trying to be bothered.
That's good, man.
And I just do me, man.
So shout your Instagram out, social medias, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, y'all can reach me.
Tell the people.
Manish Mike SF on IG. You can also look up on YouTube Manish TV, and you'll see skits, you'll see videos, music videos, all of that, and then look forward to some up and coming Manish TV stuff. I'm about to really get active. I've been taking a social break. A lot of people have been asking where I'm at. I haven't been on social media in probably like 5 months.
I ain't seen you. That's why I had to go on. Like,
sometimes you gotta regroup in silence, my boy.
I like that.
And then come out.
That's real.
So that's what I'm doing.
I like that.
And I get to say all of this on your podcast, man. That's an honor.
Nah, man, this is my first episode.
First episode.
Streets verified.
Streets, and this is verified. Yeah. And for anybody that chimes into this that doesn't believe any portion or piece of this, I will have the discovery. And if y'all want to do an episode 2, we'll see if y'all can read what's in black and white.
Black and white.
Not my words. Verified.
I was there, man. You know what I'm saying? So this
right.
is definitely a.
And I am in no way projecting myself as a superhero. I'm the toughest guy in the world. I'm just this, that, whatever. A situation happened. I defended myself. I'm sorry this man had to lose his life. But when you go out and you commit crimes, always remember this. The person committing the crime doesn't always win. There's another side of this shit that needs to be told to prevent people from doing certain things. So if I could say today to anybody watching and listening, man, all this running in people's houses and just blatantly robbing people, y'all just see one side of this. The robber doesn't always win. That's the part y'all don't. You could very well be going to do some shit and lose your life.
And that's a fact.
That's a fact. That man never got to see his kid. His baby mama was pregnant.
Right.
That baby never got to see him because of a dumb decision that he made. Not calling him dumb, but the decision he made and the action he took costed him. So for any and every watching, ain't nothing tough about that. Tough is saving your own life. You can call me tough for that. But I don't project nothing past that. I'm not encouraging none of that stuff, man. Hey, look, y'all stay out these people's houses, man. We hustlers. We get money, man. Real Frisco. We move and maneuver. We ain't got to take nothing from nobody and not down on anybody who is out there. It's just my job as an OG now to speak on it.
Y'all got to find another way, man.
Yeah, find another way, man. Find a better way, man.
Stop bipping these cars.
Yes.
And stop breaking in these houses.
Yes.
Man, niggas is working hard for that, man.
Let's get back to hustling, man.
Go get you a pound of weed and
man,
sell that shit.
I respect all of that. I don't give a fuck if a nigga selling straws on the corner, nigga.
Nah, for sure.
I respect the Mexicans. When I see them selling oranges, I'll stop and get one.
I support the Mexicans.
It takes something to do that.
I ain't gonna lie, they the only ones you know outside.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? 4 o'clock in the morning selling hot dogs wrapped in bacon.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
Hustling. I respect the hustle.
Come on, man.
And I don't knock nobody's.
Black people, we out here closing them 2 to 6. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You gotta get together a little bit, man. Hey, this street's verified, though. You know, before you was verified on social media, you had to be verified in the streets.
Facts.
Episode 1, I got Manish Mike.
Episode
I appreciate you coming through, man.
Hey, glad to be here.
A great story, man. I think the world needed to hear it. You know what I mean? So,
first time ever being told.
Yeah, and it needed to be
public.
told on the right platform, and you know who better to do it than me. You know what I'm saying?
Who better to do it than you?
I appreciate you, big brother, for coming out, man. You know what I'm
Come on, man. It is what it is.